Anybody here? What's up, Eon? How you doing? We're on the way to Lake Valor. Apparently there was a big kaboom. Darn it. Think about how people actually copying the Oblivion remaster to be good. Have disillusioned themselves with the decade of Bethesda release being absolute hot dog water products. I don't disagree. I'm of the opinion you have to show me. For me, I started being very questionable about Bethesda around Fallout 4. I thought the narrative was like ridiculous. Not so I kind of like what happens at the end of Fallout 4, but I'm saying in respect to you, like that's how the game starts and you feel like you have to go out. I don't know, if you're actually like role playing the game and you're like trying to make sense of the game in your head, it doesn't really make sense. If from a gameplay perspective, I guess Fallout 4 is fine. Kinda. Very buggy. But no, I mean after Starfield and there are other mishaps, it's like I don't know why people bro, Eon. Studios get this luxury of living on their name decades after they've lost their luster. It's crazy. Like, people will still swear by Obsidian. Obsidian is nowhere near the company it used to be, but people will, oh, such and such game, it's made by Obsidian. It's made by Obsidian. Like, what does that mean anymore? Such and such games made by BioWare. What does that mean anymore? Same with Bethesda. I'm being very kind with ridiculous. Well, let's see how the trailer goes. I'm getting mixed signals too, because like I thought in the leak, supposedly there was mention that it's gonna be like the combat's gonna be like a Souls game. I'm like, well, people would just play Dark Souls because if you're just gonna copy a combat system, you're probably gonna do it not as good as them because you're Bethesda. The idea of a pre-war soldier jumping into the past apocalypse is so insane. Do you not... What do you mean by insane? Because, like, I don't hate that. I don't hate the pre-war soldier going into a post-apocalyptic world is insane. It's kind of weird, like... You know, it's implied that if you choose to play as a female, she's like a law student and stuff like that. That's where it's like, well, how the hell would she survive? You know, a soldier surviving, that kind of makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the whole thing with the baby. It's like, why would you... Okay, you leave the vault, your wife's been killed, you know your baby was stolen, but you don't know when. You assume not too long ago, but we all know it's a long time ago. Why would you do anything else other than look for your son? And people's response to me is like, I never think about that when I play. I'm like, well, sorry that I think about the story. It's there. My apologies for paying attention to the story. New Vegas was made in a tunnel of the box of scraps, and it came out incredible. The thing I worry about when I play Fallout 3 is... Fallout 3, somebody was saying, oh, it's not stable anymore. For me, Fallout 3 doesn't crash that much, but New Vegas is like every 2 minutes that game crashes on PC. I've watched a few YouTube videos explaining why that happens, but I want to play New Vegas for a video, you know, and I don't know how I'm going to play it. The one thing I hope for the Oblivion remaster is, one, yes, I hope it's good, but no, I'm not like gushing like it is going to be good, Eon. I've always been like, if I ever see a gameplay trailer and it looks too scripted, or if it looks like CGI, just doesn't look like gameplay, I don't know why people get so hyped. I'm like, you gotta show me more than that. But not to say that I've seen the Oblivion remaster trailer, I haven't, but what I'm saying is, like, it'll depend on what I see when I see the trailer before I get excited. Poor Magikarps. What's up, Termos? How you doing? Doing good, man. How's your weekend? What'd you do? My team outside Turtwig or Torterra is terrible. Unibutt, his speed is just not good enough, and he's such a glass cannon that he needs to be able to go first, but he can't. Just made Dex entry for Lapras for him. Made more sprites for my game. Oh. What's up, Wiz? I know there's a HM in the Pokemon Tower thing. It's strength. You'll need it after this Glax stuff. Okay, thank you, Wes. Appreciate you. How you been, Wes? I can Termos, but after stream. When I stream, I want to focus on like my stream stuff. I know you're making a game and stuff, but no, Wes, I haven't. I just haven't been running into anything that interests me. I've been keeping an eye out. I swear. Like I'd like to be at either. At this point in the game, I don't want to have 6 because that's probably too much XP that needs to be spread out, and we're getting close to the Elite Four. So probably like either 1 or 2 more members, and I don't know if we count. I'm assuming we get Dialga or Palkia. I don't know which one. I'm assuming Dialga because it's block legendary, but I'm hoping Bidoof dies here. Like, look, I'm already struggling when it's not Torterra, and the issue is like I still need Stunky to evolve to see if I like Skuntank, and then the issue with Cranados' evolution is that when I first got it, it had high attack and what seemed to be good speed, but now, and its defensive stats was terrible, right? Because you figure it's like a glass cannon. But here's the issue. It never goes first because its speed is like bad now. Like the speed didn't develop as much as the attack. So now it's like it can never go first. It gets hit again. And not all the time does it get 1 hit KO'd, but basically it does 1 takedown and dies. And takedown is just like, as of now, is its signature move. for me. I have an idea. Was it Yeah, it was like south of Eterna, I think. Joseph Anderson's Video Titan on Fallout 4 is so good. I don't know if I've ever watched one of his videos. I know he's like big. You should call it an essay, but it's bigger than one, yeah. Rockhead is an ability, yeah. Was it Hearthhome? I'm trying to remember where that monument town was. First part of Witcher 3 video on April 1st, and I still don't believe it. Man. So people are pretty hyped about that? I guess what I said man like that because I'm jealous. We do a... I mean, he does much longer form than I am, right? Jesus Christ. He goes full autism video essay. Yeah, I don't really know what I'd call mine. I wish I could do, like... Okay, here's the thing. I could do videos this long, but... I'll just be brutally honest. I'm in a position where I'm trying to grow the channel, and it's hard. Well, let's be honest too. Pokemon narrative-wise, there's not a lot to dig into, but also like I am working hard. Like even when I'm not streaming, I'm working on something for the channel, and I feel like I'm like I just gotta keep going. So it's like if a game takes me more than a week to beat, I'm like, oh my god. Well, how long is the video gonna take to make? You know. Too much effort and time to something you're not sure would work. So that's the thing too, is like when you're not even big yet, because like I'm not even big, right? When you're not even big yet, it's like the most soul crushing thing that can happen, which is kind of what happened with like the Mercenaries video, is like, and when I say work hard, I'm not declaring my video is good. It might not be a good video. I'm just saying like when you work really hard, and for me 40 minutes or close to 40 minutes was like one of my longer videos, and it doesn't do well, it's like the most soul-crushing, like, all that hard work, it feels like it was for nothing. You don't really feel like you were heard. And it's like, I wonder, I wish there was a way that you could, like, for example, look at Joseph Anderson's YouTube channel history, like growth and views, and see what his videos were doing at a certain time, and how long it took him to get to a certain place, because, like, it would give me, like, hope that, like, eventually it'll work out or something, you know? But, it's very intimidating to think about doing an hour, because I don't know what the exact math is, but for every like 1 minute of video from me that you watch, it probably comes out like that 1 minute took 10 minutes if you add everything together. So the thought of doing in like an hour and a half or more long video is like scary as shit. Social Blade it does that with like subscribers, I think, and views, but it doesn't do it like it doesn't do it with the amount of data I want. You like the Mercenaries video? Thanks. You thought I was gonna get Gibble when I went to Interna? Is that where you can get a Gibble? I'm a little bit intimidated to get a Gibble because it's pseudo-legendary, and I was worried about experience. And do you even think we'd get like a Salamence by the time we get to the Elite Four? I could ask him. Yeah, I could ask him. What do you like about... Can you just tell me some things you like about Joseph? Another thing, too, is, like, I gotta... It doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, copy a thing he does. Because, like, I also think you have to distinguish yourself, too, right? Like, if you just become run-of-the-mill... So that's what I've been, like, trying to stick to. Is, like, just be yourself. Like, stop thinking, like... oh, somebody who watches King K... doesn't think you're philosophical enough. It's like, well, I'm not really a philosophical type of guy. So it's like, just be who you are. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's probably just true. Formatting is exactly why he doesn't like something. Good, funny editing. Okay. King K is based. Gibble is fully evolved at 47. Problem is you're going to have to take a lot of time catching him up to the rest of the team. That's what I'm afraid of. I like his Subnautica video, despite me disagreeing with his literal nitpick problem on how the story works. Yeah, Eon, I'm just gonna keep doing it the way I do it, man. Not that you asked me to do anything different. I got it in my own head. But, it's just stuff I think about, you know? I also feel like I have this thing where, like, I really need to stop ever bringing it up, but, like, kind of late to the party, you know? There's already people so established and, like, so saturated with this kind of content, but it's like... I do have something in me that has faith that I just gotta keep going. You like my videos? Thanks, man. Thanks, Ian. I think my videos will get longer. Well, one, I think I'm gonna start playing games that, like, you kind of have to have a longer video to, like, really get into the meat and potatoes. Like, when I start playing, we'll see how long the Majora's Mask video gets, but, like, when I do Knights of the Old Republic, I don't know how I would do a sub-hour video on that. Like, I want to do a long video on that. But the scary thing is it's not Pokemon, so, like, we'll see how the video does, you know? That's the thing that's different than some reading from the script. I agree. No, I agree with you. You can tell when someone is being passionate. That's the thing, too, is, like, people have been very complimentary towards me, and I appreciate it a lot. Because they tell me that. They're like, we can tell you, like, played the game, and, like, you're speaking for yourself. Which is funny, because me as a viewer, I feel the same way. When I can tell... like, that a YouTuber, I can just tell that it's like, it's clear he has a writer, it's clear he has an editor, he's just the talking piece at this point. I like, it removes so much, there's no attachment to me. It's like, and then all of that same kind of content starts running together, and then I can even tell, even if the voice is like an American accent versus a British accent, but it's so formulaic, I still can't tell it's a different channel, you know what I mean? Whereas maybe somebody like King K or Joseph Anderson, I'm sure you know it's them. It's like, you know it's them talking. That's the same way I feel about me. It's like the only thing I think I could ever give up in the future, as far as somebody else doing something for me, would be editing, but they'd have to do it in my way, and I don't know how I would articulate how I want it done. But I don't think I'll ever be able to read another script. I kind of worked with somebody who was like, hey, can I write a script for you? Like, not for a video game, but for something else, and maybe you could check it out. And, like, the whole time I was like, it just felt, I felt bad, because I was like, I gotta speak for me, is, like, where I was coming from. I was like, I just have to speak for me. Like, this isn't fun if I'm reading somebody else's thing. The only long video essay I remember alt effing was the one dude with the Persona 4, and it was 12 hours. 12. What about, do you like, what's his name? Patrician TV? I love Patrician TV. He's got an 8-hour Morrowind and like a 12-hour Oblivion and then like a 24-hour Skyrim. One of my favorite editors, Simply Dad, is so good because he shows up, he hits you with a good, clean reason why he likes X or dislikes it. His Persona videos are good. Maybe I should check him out. That's another thing too, is like, the only thing I can offer at this point, like, because some of these games I'm playing are so popular and talked about a million times, it's like, what can you offer somebody? And I was like, really, I feel like the only thing I can offer is just my perspective. It's just a different perspective. Maybe I'm playing it for the first time. Maybe I played it a lot, but it's like, you click on a Livvvid video, you at least know, like, okay, he's not just like getting somebody else's take on something. Longest video I watched was a story breakdown of Metal Gear Solid game, was 5 hours, and I still don't understand the entire lore of the game. For me, I've never really harped on like length of video because, well, I will say I don't especially love short videos. But as far as like, for example, Patrician TV, I love his 8-hour Morrowind review or retrospective. It's not like I sat there and watched it for 8 hours. I mean, I probably did watch like half of it in one sitting, but I also love in the beginning, Patrician calls out so many of like what people are gonna say or people that are gonna criticize him, and he kind of eviscerates them before they can say anything. It's pretty funny. Like, I think he calls out the thing about the long video. He's like, yes, this video is long. It needs to be long. If you want to skip to this certain section, you could just skip to this section. Like, you have the power to do it. Why are you complaining? Like, and I'm like, that is a great point. It's just a great point. People act like they're, they have no limbs. His intent, dislike for Pete Hines. I don't particularly like Pete Hines. Who's, yeah, Pete Hines is whatever. But what about, the writer for what? The last, like, 3 Bethesda games. There's somebody who did a video on that guy. Or maybe it might have been Patrician. There's somebody who did a video on, like, how bad the storytelling's been in Bethesda games. And it's this one guy at Bethesda that basically he just writes the entire story by himself. It's like not good. Wes, are you excited for the Oblivion remaster trailer that's supposedly coming out tomorrow? failing upwards, yeah. Basically just who he knows, right? Well, what about, the leak image looks good, never played Oblivion, so I hope it stays true to the original in terms of story. I hope it stays true in terms of story and some of the design stuff. The only thing I want and what I need, because I've never played Oblivion fully through. I got to level 10 and quit because the level scaling was so stupid, is fix the level scaling issue, which that's not like a niche thing to complain about. That's been complained about a lot, but I just hope they fix that, and then I'll probably be happy. What I was gonna say earlier, forgot, never mind. Oh, no, I remember. We learned a lot during the Microsoft purchase. Well, I had to learn a lot because I did an arbitrage play with stocks. So when Microsoft wanted to buy ZeniMax, a lot of stuff had come out because I think the FTC was like trying to block it or something, and they had to do these court proceedings, and a lot of stuff got leaked. And one of the things we learned was like Todd is insistent on having one team work on every game. So like it's not like when people lost their minds that and by the way, hold on, I don't even think this was a leak. I think Todd just like explicitly said this out loud. When people lost their minds in 2019 at the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer reveal thing, I saw so many comments that were like, oh man, they've been working on this for so long. And it's like Todd said in that like segment, because like they showed it and then he got interviewed by like IGN or something. He said, we're in the very early stages of pre-production. And it's like, people will just lie to themselves. They'll just lie to themselves. They go on the internet and they're like, oh, they've been working on this since, 2011 when Skyrim came out. It's like, that's not what he said at all. And then he reveals that he's like, well, I like to have one team working on everything. So they worked on Skyrim. Then they worked on Fallout 4. Then a little thing called Starfield got in the way and they worked on that. Then they started working on Elder Scrolls 6. Because Todd is like a control freak and he wants to have it all. He kind of came up in the Bethesda hierarchy, He used to be like a little guy down here and kind of worked his way up. And he like sees it as his baby. And that's why he disdains New Vegas, by the way. I'm surprised he was even okay with it being in the series. Maybe it wasn't his choice though. But I think he resents that people love New Vegas and that it wasn't done by them. It was done by Obsidian. And I think he resents that to this day. But anyway, if you have incredible IPs like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and you're basically saying, hey, we're not going to develop them until these other ones are done, like these are the games are done, that's crazy mismanagement to me. Where do I need to go? The only thing about Elder Scrolls Online in 76 was, at the very least, those were done by different studios. Or like wings of different studios. The light close to your home, thank you. So at least those didn't get in the way as much as we think. But then again, Todd goes back and forth on that, because at first he'll claim, if anything is in relation to good about 76, he'll claim that they worked on it. If anything in relation to it being bad, he'll be like, oh, that was Austin Studio. God. Mom, I'm coming home. Guess want to say hi to Mom? Thanks, Mom. Bye. version of Fallout 1 that is like 1.5, where certain aspects of the game are expanded, like stealth and not being very weird. Most of the perks not being useless. Never happened, bro. I'd like it to happen. It never happened. Eon, do you like the series or no? And what kind of fan are you? Did you start playing in Fallout 1 and 2? Give me your fan history of Fallout. A modern Fallout 1 remake. Do you mean like Fallout 1 in the style of like a Fallout 4? I played Fallout 3, didn't like it because the game was Bullet Sponge Factory. Bullet Sponge Factory. What do you mean by that? I like Fallout 3. It was my first Fallout though. Wes, I would. I'd take that. But that might outrage a Fallout 1 or 2 fan, because that's not how they probably want to play that game. And I get that. I think it's a fair argument. It's kind of like, you know, Final Fantasy Remake being like completely like, you know, real-time action versus turn-based. I've been very happy to see so many turn-based games become really popular. Like, the Like a Dragon series went turn-based, and it's been, like, bigger than ever. Triangle Strategy. Fire Emblem still seems to be doing well. Octopath Traveler. Makes me very happy. I was scared as hell of the school near the Vault 1011 because of the hooks and the centaurs being nightmare filled. Yes, that's a horrific setting. Yeah, like you're talking about, like, as soon as you leave the vault and you go to the left. Yeah, it's very scary. There's some cool design things in Fallout where like certain areas and certain dungeons kind of link to each other in like a weird way. There's I think around that school, there's another little like sewer thing you can go into where it's like where those raiders were hanging out before they raided the school or something. There's like, it's funny, there's always like little references to other locations. That's pretty cool. And then there's one where it's like, you can see very sad things, like people who took their own lives, like as the bombs fell or something. Or like, I will say one of the things I liked to Fallout 4 was there's almost like Al Capone character. And that they were trying to hunt down, and you're like following this detective mystery from pre-war. Like the audio tapes just survive, and you go and hunt him down, and you don't know if he's alive or not. But I ignored it besides my entire friend group enjoying it. Listen, my friend group, we love Fallout 3. Oh my god. I have stories for days about us playing Fallout 3 back in the day. Just like going to school and like telling each other stories about it. I remember I downed a monster before I went into Death Call Sanctuary. I can see myself doing that back then. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? Well, I'm gonna tell you anyway. So, let me tell you the story about Fallout 3 in the bush. So my friend Cole, who maybe you might meet in content one day, we were all playing Fallout 3, going to school the next day, telling each other in the morning or during lunch what happened in Fallout 3, right? And internet was certainly still there, but it was more, you know, like, kind of... Nobody really... The casual audience didn't really know how to use forums or where to look, stuff like that, so it was a lot of still word of mouth going on, right? And it was cool because Fallout 3 felt... so expansive and huge and like impossible to ever find everything, you know? That's how it felt. And we go to school and tell each other different tales to learn, like, oh, let me go there next time because I heard it from Cole. So Cole comes in one day and he's like, guys, a bush killed me. And we're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, he is so mad we're not believing. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, I was walking to Tenpenny Tower and a fucking bush killed me. And we're trying to come up with reasons. He's like, there's no bush, there's no like floral enemies on the way to Tenpenny Tower. He's like, guys, I'm telling you. We're like, all right. So he's so pissed nobody believes him, right? Well, I'm learning flamethrower? That's random. Anyway. So lo and behold, about 3 months later, I'm playing Fallout 3. Where am I going? Tenpenny Tower. And as I walk to Tenpenny Tower, something attacks me to my left, and I die instantly. And all I can see is a bush. And I don't even think we had cell phones yet. Like, cell phones existed, but I'm saying, like, I don't think I owned a cell phone yet. So I had to wait till I went to school the next day. And I was like, Cole, the bush. And after school that day, I went back and I reinvestigated. What happens is, on the way to Tenpenny Tower, when you're a certain level, a Yalgwai will spawn. And it spawns, like, right where this bush is. And it kind of gets stuck. And if you walk close enough to it, it can't like run to you, but it can like stay in one spot and physically attack you. And it happens to be like the only thing you can see of the Yalgwai is the fucking claw. Like, as it strikes you. But other than that, it's just a bush. Yeah, I got my fire type. You know, its special is not that bad. Yep, we got a fire type. A Fallout 3 moment, yep. That's been a moment in Fallout 3. My brother bought a New Vegas and I thought it was going to be garbage, but then I punched a blind Deathclaw to death with boxing gloves. 11 out of 10. Fallout 1 and Fallout 3's engine feels weird. Not even the same game. So after trying 1, I thought, wow, it's buggy. So it's good Bethesda at least keeps it consistent between old and new gen. Crazy that you, by chance, got so close to that bush to even experience that. I agree. I might be able to find it. I would love to be able to find it for a video. So I can tell that story. I don't know how much code would be different to make that happen. You know, how something would spawn in an enemy, how much it would change between what platform it was on. The only thing was, back when we played Fallout, I was playing on the 360, and today I'd play on the PC. It might have been patched out for DLC and updates too. Yeah, I'm hoping not. Now here's what we have on our side, Wes. Knowing Bethesda, probably not. Probably not. Perennial's kind of kicking ass with flamethrower, by the way. UD butt with leftovers. I don't think the UD butt has such bad bulk that I don't think it would matter. I think it would always just be at risk of just getting 1 or 2 shotted by an opponent. Gun and armor conditioning in those games is what's putting me off from going back to those games. Fallout 4 domesticated me. I don't disagree with you. It's funny that you say that, because I actually... Those are things I don't like about Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I don't like the condition stuff. I know it's probably realistic, but it's like, I also don't have to take a poop in the game, so it's not like, you know, realism has a line, and condition stuff was always annoying. The only thing I like about it, I'll give it 2 sides of a coin if I write about it. With condition, it kind of feels, you know, these guns are like ancient, not really, but they're kind of like ancient by this point, right? You know, these are old pre-war guns that have been rusting and rotting for hundreds of years, right? It would kind of make sense that they're like hobbled together and stuff, but I would have, the implication or the implementation maybe could have been tweaked a bit on how you maintain them or something. Mars, one of the Team Galactic commanders. Fallout 3 bullet sponge enemies had me grabbing mods to remove it. What do you mean when you say that? Because I don't think you answered when you said that the first time. Yeah, albino rat scorpions. Listen, conditioning is why I stopped playing Oblivion, because when I hit level 10, a wisp one-shotted me, all of my armor shattered. So I hated conditioning, and I stopped playing Oblivion because of that. And a lot of people who like Oblivion are like, yeah, the level system's messed up, you gotta know what you're doing. And then people blamed me. They're like, well, you should have downloaded this PDF that's like a 8-page diagram on how you're supposed to level, which totally removes the aspect of like building your own character and being good at certain things. It's like, no, idiot, you're supposed to level up athletics, but only to a certain point, and then randomly put one into mercantile, and then like, it was a whole flow sheet. It's like you're not even playing the game anymore. You're not putting points into things you like. You're not making a build or anything. It's not my fault. Bullet sponges are enemies that take multiple magazines to defeat. Gotcha. Yeah, Fallout is really bad about that, because basically when you put things on hard mode, that's all hard mode is. It's just like, oh, our enemies take a bazillion bullets and your bullets do even less. That's the only hard thing added. Like, the DLC added enemies with crazy amounts of health. Giant albino rat scorpions, ghoul reavers, super mutant overlords. You see them, you know you're wasting half your ammo on them. Yeah, that's not fun. I agree. What do you think is a way to fix that? Because like the only argument for level scaling is what happens when you become you have all the best items and weapons. You still haven't even beat the game. Maybe you're only like 60% through the story, but you've been doing so much side content. Your level's so high. You know, like, what is the fix? What's up, Icy Vegeta? New Vegas is the only one I still go back to. I'm gonna go back to both for videos. I'm gonna do Fallout 3 and New Vegas. And then I'll eventually do Fallout 4. You know, here's the thing though. I think that Fallout 4 without mods is like damn near close to unplayable for me. So I wonder how I'm gonna get through that. Now Fallout 3 and New Vegas, I never learned how to do mods for those games, so I can still play them without mods and I'm fine. I will say, the only one that I was like trying to learn maybe a year or two ago when I replayed Fallout 3 was like trying to get iron sights on Fallout 3, because god damn, that's so bad. Trying to not use VATS in Fallout 3 is like excruciating, whereas New Vegas, they finally, you know, they just, okay, this is a shooter, you know? Now to me, the only enemies that should be are super mutants to be barrier to entry to higher levels. So rather than just blanket every enemy in the game suddenly can take a bunch of hits, let's keep it to like super mutants. I kind of like that idea. To really embellish how powerful and just monstrous they are, right? It's kind of a good idea. We're definitely gonna lose here. Well, that was really dumb of them, because now I'm gonna get the pursuit on. Nice. Could have upped their stats to reflect them being stronger. Didn't have to give them 1 million health. So you mean stats as in how much damage output they put out? Yeah, ADS is, it's like, yeah, you're so right. It was like a slight zoom in. Oh my god. That's so funny. There is one time, I have one really good memory of Fallout 3 that was like, I was like, I want to play a sneaky sniper character. And I went to that quarry where the super mutants kind of, or the raiders have taken prisoner what do they call it? A giant super mutant or something? Mega super mutant. And I sat at the rim of that quarry for like 3 hours, just like slowly picking off raiders, and like it felt so good. It felt so real, you know. And my stat was high enough where I wasn't missing a lot, and I was free aiming, no VATS. I agree, Eon, because then it's like, hold on, late game in Fallout 3, is a mole rat really gonna take me on? No, and it should be weak, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Critical hit, fake out. And I flinch, okay. I guess I'll just concede. Oh, really? That's cool, Wes. I didn't know that. Pearl doesn't get Stunky? That's crazy. For some reason in my mind, that's like that feels like a Gen 4 mascot. Stunky also has a ridiculous cry. It's like, it sounds like farting. I mean, I get what they're going for, but... Platinum doesn't get either? What the... Dude. Why? Their decision making is so questionable. I guess their excuse is like, well, we don't want people just to be able to buy Platinum and catch everything. Which is funny, a funny way to look at it, because I would figure like a selling point of an upper version is like, hey, you could buy this one and like catch everything. All my homies hate version exclusives, yeah. We are in trouble. Probably dead here. Ah, I'm gonna take my first loss. I think. I don't know if I've lost to anybody else in this game. All right, level 2 Starly, you got it. Oh, I have a good defog bit in the script, by the way. I think you guys are gonna like it. I'm even gonna do a little bit of editing for it. It's gonna be cool. They did the same with Emerald, but would take one exclusive from Ruby, then next pair took from one from Sapphire. Yeah. My mom has to lecture me before I go and lose again. Thanks, Mom. You're fallen, General Bidoof. Alright, I'm gonna be smart about this. If you beat me, I'm restarting. I could have gotten some healing items before the fight. You could have found a content creator who is a total wuss and not willing to trust his team too. How about that? But you found somebody who believes in the team, who doesn't need cop-outs. Heart of the cards are okay. Speaking of, by the way, I realized that Pokemon Conquest is not a Gen 4 game, it's a Gen 5 game. So, and because I want to go sequentially, I had to move the timeline on when I'm playing, and I had to remove Conquest, and now I think I replaced it with Yu-Gi-Oh! So, yeah. Everybody keeps telling me that Bronzor, it can either have Levitate or a different one, and they always have Levitate. They don't have a different one. If they do, I've never seen it. Might as well not have it. And does poison in this game get progressively worse? Like, it takes more and more health, right? Starlight being the meat shield. You got hit with toxic, not regular poison. That's what I'm asking. So there is a difference, right? And the only indicator of that is badly, right? Like, I don't know. Why are they so cryptic about some things? Like, why not just have something that says, you know, badly poisoned? Like, it could be on your poison ticker. It could be like darker or something, or like a ring around it. Some kind of thing to be like, oh man, this is badly poisoned. Just to signify that, like, hey, this poison is gonna, like, really take it out of you. Because it's funny this way, game freaking turn. It's still like that in current games too, yeah. Somebody was telling me that, like, in Gen 4, they had a thing that would, like, tell you the status conditions of, like, upped and downed moves, but then they took it out. It's like, what? Why? Why can't... I know the excuse is probably just like, well, like, kids wouldn't understand it. I was like, just put it small somewhere. Like, okay, defense is raised by 2 stages or something. Like, I'm casual and I still want to know that stuff. That wasn't a critical. They brought that back in. What do you mean brought it back? It was only introduced in Sun and Moon, right? It could, well, I don't remember that. I don't remember it before Sun and Moon. Did they have it in Gen 5 or 6? I could be wrong. It shouldn't. I don't think it should have taken 7 generations to even do it in the first place. It's such a weird, like... It's kind of like the philosophy of hanging on to HMs. It's like, what in the company is making them, like, really want to hold on to this aspect? I haven't played Pokemon Topaz. What's that? Is it a ROM hack? I pretty much haven't played any ROM hack. I don't know what Pokemon Gem is. Is it a ROM hack? What do you guys think about the designs of, Are you fucking with me, Charlie? It's working. So we've got them all, Misprit and Being of Emotion as Elf. What I was gonna say was, like, these Lake Spirit Pokemon, their designs are basically identical, right? I feel like that's such a waste of Legendary. Because at least, like, with the, the Thunderous line, they're pretty much the same, but like they have different color schemes and like different weather effects around them. And I know like the Lake Spirits have some little color scheme things, and like it's all just very slight. They look pretty indistinguishable. Where's Lake Acuity? Is that this one up here? Oh my god. Oh my god. Their stats are different. One's offense, one's defense. I'm talking about their design though. Their design is pretty much indistinguishable, right? Other than like their heads are a little bit different, and I think like different colored gem or something. I haven't seen them in a long time. Wes, how do you get to the north, that northern area? I'm heading in the right direction, thank you. So you need Surf, Strength, Defog, and Rock Smash. Do I have some of that? Yes, I think I have all. I think I have the 3 Pokemon necessary to do that. I did find it. Somebody said yesterday when I was like, oh, I don't want to have to level Bidoof up anymore. I didn't realize it was just 1 level. Because I think it evolves at level 15. So the Bidoof I had was like level 20. I just needed to level it once. Mount Coronet confused you as a kid. Why is it just like a labyrinth? Look, I'm kind of spoiling ahead. There's nothing in Mount Coronet I think I want. Now I'm looking at a little Snover over here, and Snover looks cool. Some people were saying that you couldn't evolve certain Pokemon until after the post-game. Is that what they meant with, like, Piloswine? They can't go into Mamoswine until after the post-game? Yeah. Why do you think they did that? Why would they do that? Like, what's their logic for that? What am I doing? I meant to go buy some items. I went back on what I said. I'm scared. I'm gonna buy items now. You're talking in terms of Piloswine? You know? I kind of like Snover. Oh my god. The only thing with Snover in Abomasnow is it's weak to goddamn everything. Fighting, flying, poison, rock, bug, steel, and fire. 4 times fire. Damn it. I think I need to teach Bidoof strength. Well, Weasel can learn it. Fine. Is this just something I thought of in my head, or is it true? If you walk in grass or caves, you have less odds of an encounter, right? Like if you run, it increases the encounter rate. That's just something I made up. I'll be right back. Oh, wow, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that about the trainers. Makes sense though. It's almost like you're causing a ruckus, you know? 4 generations of Zubats and caves, yes. You're starting to believe this pretty thing? It's funny, right? Like, I think it's a thing. I'm intentionally walking now. Look how, you know what I mean? I feel like I got double the real estate there. Yeah, 4 generations, and I mean, you know, Eon, I think you could throw Geodudes in there, man. He's in the first cave in Gen 2. He might, okay, Geodude might not be in the first cave in Gen 3. There's Aeron. Sableye. Is there a Geodude there? Oh, I guess the first cave would be the first cave would technically that you get to would be the one with the where that Wingull is hiding out. Oh, my favorite. He's there spiritually, yeah. So before I got on stream today, I looked at the gender differences and how apparent some are and some aren't. Now it's hard to not see how big Golbat's teeth are compared to a female Golbat's. My state can't figure it out, dude. So when it was pouring rain yesterday, it was actually like hot in here, and now sun's out, looks nice. It's cold as hell. Geodude's a town mascot in Japan. That's pretty cool. What's the story behind that? Do you know? Oh, that's kind of cool, Wes. So, Lilibeth, saw your Switch 2 video and definitely understand your frustration and sense of the situation. Thank you. How are you doing, Lilibeth? Oh, I like the sound design on that. Like the walking through snow. Let's get Stunky up front. You sent them in Discord, okay. What the hell? But when Geodude moonlights as a tourism mascot for the Iwate prefecture in Japan because Iwate means rock hands in Japanese. That's cool, man. I am excellent. How was your weekend? You like this song? Luckily, we got an ice heal for the ice area. Wait, I was supposed to move Stunky to lead. Skuntank. I agree, Eon. Listen, guys. You guys are gonna love my intro for this video. I made it a month ago. How'd you do that? Because I got struck by inspiration. I was gonna pre-order the Switch 2, but honestly, I think I'm gonna wait and see if the prices go down. If you listen, Lilibeth, if you do not cancel right now, everything we said yesterday about your stuff getting stolen, we as a collective take it back because you deserve to get taxed. Yeah, I have bad news for you, it's Nintendo. Yeah, it's not looking good. The design for Lopunny is ridiculous. You guys know that, right? That's a ridiculous Pokemon. Cosplayers cosplayed her. They were cooking with Lopunny's design. I'm sure they were. Lopunny is like if the girl from Who Framed Roger Rabbit was actually the rabbit. Like, that's the energy I get from Lopunny. I like that bit. That's going in the script. Sorry, I gotta... That was a good one, Livvvid. Okay, I was gonna say, if that wasn't critical, there's no way it just did that much damage. I agree. I talk about that in the script, because, like, listen, I go in on this game when it came to the roster and some other stuff, but I think I'm pretty balanced. I like the music of this game. I like the gender differences that were added, which kind of emulates real life, you know, because like in real life the animal kingdom has gender differences, you know, all those wacky birds that are trying to get the female's attention. You know, you ever seen the birds? It's the colorful bird that like does this thing. I didn't mean to battle this trainer. I was trying to go heal. Oh, this thing right here. Look at this. What's he doing? Wow. This, look at what the men need in the animal kingdom to impress women. And look at the female. Look what he's got to do. He's got to dress up. He's basically got to turn into a weird spirit demon. Okay. If female birds have to be the one laying the eggs, the least the male birds can do is dance. Okay, fair enough. And yeah, have you ever seen some of the eggs that female birds lay? Yeah, fair enough. Have you ever seen what the size of it's this, I think it's this Australian bird. Well, I guess they're both Australian birds. But there's this bird that's like this big, and it makes an egg that's like half its size, and then an ostrich egg, oh, that's Africa, is like the same size. Yeah, dressing up to impress a lady that's just joined the club, yeah. It's funny how you can relate to a bird. Like, yeah, man, I know. Women are tough, right? First they want a house, then they want ornate spiritual dancing. I mean, what do you... Where is this next town? Oh my god, it's a blizzard. Don't tell me I need an HM for the blizzard. I'm faster than a Raichu? The hell? Well, I guess I'm 10 levels ahead. No, it wouldn't be funny. I mean, it'd be funny for you as a viewer, but not for me. I'm losing my mind over here. I'm almost still a war criminal. Male pigeons go nuts a lot of the time during mating season. Show give the ladies space. They can't stand in one spot without a male pigeon dancing around them, puffing their chests. Do you have a video? Speaking of, you know, Pelipper and seagulls. Seagulls are the weird ones, man. Like, they're called seagulls, but I swear they can live so far inland. And they just, like, survive off of, you know, throwing out McDonald's fries and scraps. They're like flying raccoons. Yes, it flinched, all according to plan. No! I mean, I guess he would move faster than me on his skis, but darn it. I saw one video of a female eagle laying on her eggs and her mate just flew in fast and slammed into her, and she was so angry she got up and screeched and flew away, leaving him all confused. So, is it common for birds, like, they co-parent, right? That in-grain animation is surprisingly good. One time a baby bird fell out of a nest when I was like 4 years old in my apartment complex, and it died. You know, it fell from its nest and it died. But like, have you ever seen a baby bird? And now imagine a little kid finding a little baby bird. It scared the bejesus out of me. I thought it was an alien. I thought I was looking at an alien. Can you put it back? I think the height that it fell from was like way too high. I think I lived on like the second floor of like a 3 or 4 story apartment complex. Pretty sure it fell from the top. You starting to call birds CPS? I love birds, but I got to admit they are super ugly when they are young, probably because of the lack of feather. Yeah. Well, now they don't. I mean, I think they just look whatever. But as a kid, when you see them without feathers, it's so creepy. Do you own any birds, Lilibeth? Oh, this is ×4. You're done, dude. You're done. Yeah, get out of here. I could have sworn Golduck was psychic. I thought it was water psychic. I'm a fool. Oh wow, Wes, yeah. So one time when I was still contracting, and I worked with dogs, by the way, if you didn't know, but there was a bird that it was alive. It fell out of its nest, and I was trying to help it, and we have veterinarians that work on base to help us and our dogs. And if there happens to be any other, you know, our dogs are priority, but if there's animals on base and mission permits, we can help them out. So I was trying to catch this bird because it was healthy, and I could see what happened. The entire nest fell from the tree, and then the bird was fine. You could tell that like it wasn't that far of a drop. It fell inside the nest, but the nest was like tumbled over, and the bird was just like the baby bird is just like way too quick. It could hop around. I was trying to catch it to give it to the vet, but couldn't catch it. And I'm pretty sure the cat's got to it. No, not anymore. They're too dependent and live longer, and I like to travel and have no pet sitters, but when I was young, I had tons of birds. My dad is obsessed with them. Okay, gotcha. What do you do for work? Wes, have you ever told me what you do for work? Skier Sean. On my trusty guide, it says that there's a house up here, and I'm hoping it's like one of these healing houses. Yeah, Snowbound Lodge. Excellent. Got you. Very cool. Wait, you're the same person from a couple streams ago? Not just yesterday? Were you the one that said that you had to deny the kids were trying to give you Pokemon cards? Oh my god. No, please let me sleep. Let me stay here. No. Oh, it's okay. There's another house. Hold on. Somebody let me stay in their cabin. Can you die of hypothermia in the game? No. Maybe. 8. Spoil it for me. How many HMs are in this game? For the love of God, please let this be the last station. No more HMs. Please. At least 10. That's you. Today they were trying to give me cards again and I had to decline, and they were trying to gift each other cards and I had to stop them because their parents said no. You know what? Maybe we could give them HMs, Lilybeth, because we got plenty over here. Oh, and none of... None of them can learn it. No one can learn it. Why? Did we do something? Did we do something to Game Freak to deserve this? That's right, Wes. Oh my god. Did I miss? Oh, the lodge is in the previous route, I think. No, no, no. You got a student come with a Pikachu dress. Is there a uniform? Empoleon can learn 7 of the 8 HM moves. That's crazy. The other house was a ghost girl, by the way. She won't be there if you go back. That's why she gave you the spell tag. Only catching up with stream now. That's sick, dude. What about the ghost girl in, what, Gen 5? When did the ghost girl thing start? I mean, I guess you could say Gen 4 it started. Okay, thank you, Wes. Oh, that's cool. Wow. I'm still impressed at that one NPC talking about the floral pattern thing, and then in Gen 5 they make a floral pattern Pokemon. I'm debating just like letting this trainer kill me. No uniform requirements since it's just preschool. The director doesn't care much. She wants them to express themselves at the age they're in. Okay, fair enough. You can't confuse Bidoof. He's never confused. Eon, I want to ask about Joseph again, because I don't think I've ever watched a video. I think I'm subscribed to him. I don't even think I've watched a video. I think because somebody else recommended him to me. But when he is doing his analysis or an essay, is he just like talking about his experience and opinions, or is he getting like really like philosophical? Okay, so basically what I'm doing, right? I feel like the only time I get really deep, the deepest I've ever felt in my videos was the TCG2 video. I was like, I really felt like passionate about that, and I felt like I made a point. He's not really philosophical. He's never made a game. Okay, yeah. Cool, that makes me feel better. Thank you. I think the only time I'll ever be or sound like that is if I mean, if I'm speaking from the heart, if something actually, like, grips me like that. Yeah, Surfboard. In fact, Eternal Duelist Soul, I'll show you right now. I don't know if anybody is in the Discord, but on the Discord, and let me know if there's a better way to do this, but on the Discord, you can go to the dojo, go to game schedule, and you can see what I'm playing, and, here, I think it's, you guys can't see that. There we go. So, currently playing Diamond and Pearl, next up Majora's Mask, and then after that, I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duelist Soul. After that, Heart Gold Soul Silver. After that, KOTOR. All of this is subject to change. I always am going to go with what I feel like, but this right now is what I think I want to do. Crime, what's his Paw Patrol tier list? Are you joking? Stop! This snow pass is a death trap. Majora's Mask and C4, yes. So there's lost internet content. I used to make different kinds of videos, and I deleted my old Majora's Mask video, but I played Majora's Mask on the 3DS, and people were very upset. They were like, you should have played on the N64, and they gave me all these reasons, and I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. And anyway, I'm gonna now do them. I'm not gonna play it on N64. Well, so hold on. I'm still a poser because I'm gonna play Majora's Mask N64 on the Switch. Oh, that was you? You were one of the people hating on me? Do it on the GameCube version of it in spite of them. Do you guys think I'm fine just playing it on Switch, though? Am I fine? Am I cool? Am I still cool? What's the definitive version? Yeah, I see that. I feel like I'm fine with that. The GameCube version. Why is it the definitive version? What if I emulated the GameCube version? Give me deets, though. Not 20 frames per second is nice. And I get that, what, on the Switch version and or GameCube version? Like Icy said, I mean, I thought Ocarina of Time played just fine when I did the video for that on Switch. I was pretty happy with that. So you're granting that I don't have to play with an N64 controller? Well, I don't have to either way on the Switch. Okay, I don't want to lose this fight because I don't want to get sent all the way back. what's wrong with the 3DS version. I guess there's a whole, okay, personally, because I explained in the video that is now gone that I had never beat it. I didn't have like a deep history of Majora's. So anyway, apparently the differences are like they changed how the bosses work. The lighting is changed a lot in the 3DS version. Like it's not as like eerie and cryptic and dark and stuff, which is the selling point for a lot of people. Yeah, let Eon explain. In a very autistic way, I guess. Does Machoke have the same cry as Growlithe? Not Growlithe, Arcanine. No, maybe it is Growlithe. Listen to that. Hold on. How do I don't know how to mute the 3DS. Dang it. Never mind. Just do it for yourself. Listen to Machoke's cry and Growlithe's cry. They're like the same. You never got into the Zelda games, but I plan on playing them eventually. Get into them through me. Watch my videos on them. If gameplay is negatively affected, then it's a problem, especially if it's a remaster. So Eon, you're saying... What am I missing if I play the Switch version versus the GameCube version? Icy Vegeta, do you think it was like to save space on the cart or something? When does Snover evolve? $40? Okay. I think we're adding a Snover to the team. Anyway, to finish off Majora's Mask, I think I'm fine just playing the Nintendo version, or the Switch version. Pretty sure it's going to be upscaled like Ocarina of Time was, so it'll be fine. And if people have a problem with it, okay. There you are, buddy. Are you ready to join the team? I haven't played Zelda games either, aside from the Breath of the Wild. Lilibeth, have you... this isn't self-promo, but, like, have you watched my Ocarina of Time video? How will you play Eternal to the Soul? Probably emulation. GBA emulator. Like I said, I know I've been harping on legit hardware in some of my videos, but it's like I'm not like a purist in that sense. I only wanted to do it with Pokemon because I wanted to show like transfer features in like, you know, Kentamago going up and stuff. He was like so perfect. It's so crazy how lucky I was to not only get a shiny but get it in Gen 3 while I'm making videos so that I can use him as like the hey, this is how transfer features work. If you do watch it, Lilybeth, let me know if you like the format, because I've changed my format a little bit since that video, where like what I'm trying to do going forward is like make a condense the story and gameplay elements like right at the front, like kind of give you just so as soon as you click on the video within like maybe a minute or two, because I know I have like a little bit longer intros with a commercial or like some kind of editing. But as soon as the video starts, I kind of give you like, okay, this is what this game is in a nutshell. And then I just like expand upon elements as I go through, rather than doing like a beat by beat story. Story in OOT is goated. It's short and sweet and doesn't bog down the gameplay. I agree. There's like a trend in media where that I actually appreciate. So Ocarina of Time is like the classic Save the Princess story, right? But then Majora's Mask is like the dark, weird story that's cool. Knights of the Republic, there's not like a princess, but it's kind of like the grand epic space opera. And then the second one is like a crazy dark character study with an insane villain or villains. A New Hope, classic space opera. Empire Strikes Back, dark, gritty, you know. The original, or the Batman in the 90s, Tim Burton, and then his second one was a crazy dark one, you know what I mean? Like there's this thing where like you always do the crazy dark thing. Ocarina of Time is like the classic story, Save the Princess. Majora's Mask is the dark character study. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, Lily. Lily, do you have a shortened, do you have a nickname? Lily or Beth? I will concede that the syllables in your name gets me tongue-tied. Insane Koji Kondo was doing both Mario and Zelda music. What if we turn it upside down for ha-has? It is crazy how many bangers he made, right? I mean, Koji Kondo's like just a wizard. Nothing like the Sinnoh Weather, I know. I'm having such a good time. You were never called Beth before? Dang. Sinnoh is just Detroit. What's up, Stendhal? You're good, man. You're here now. That's all that matters. The credit song for OOT, almost as magical as opening song tune. Yeah, that's why in the video I basically just wanted to steal the ending of Ocarina itself with like the church bells and stuff. It's so good. I was like, I want that to be the end of my video too. And then the opening, it happened in a dream. I was laying in bed with the gal pal. And like, I remember we were like going to bed and I thought of it and I was like, I want the opening of that video to be just black and you just hear that gate coming down. Cause in the beginning of the game, Link is having that dream where the gate is coming down and then it hits. And I was like, as soon as that gate hits the bottom, boom, I want the date right there. I'm like, that'll be a cool way. It's like the drawbridge is coming down. You're here, you know? No, don't lie to him, I see. Yeah, I had an absolute meltdown yesterday when I learned what fog was. Oh my god. I was a little embarrassed when I got off stream. I was so pissed. Nintendo Power giving OOT a 9.5 is insane, yeah. So there's been a lot of revisionist history, you know, people say OOT is bad now. Huh? Huh? Bad? Alright. I live in a free country, but sometimes I wish stuff like that was illegal. I wish sometimes bad opinions were illegal. Man's lying in bed cosplaying, cozying up with a gal pal, and still thinking of video ideas. Grind, don't stop. Yeah, so my gal pal is a very understanding lady. She's very supportive, but I do torture her with like, she's never complained, but I need to get better. Like, I get self-conscious. I need to get better at not talking about YouTube. Don't talk about videos. But like, it is true that I'm always thinking about it. Like, so she was busy this weekend with family because we live like 45 to an hour from each other, so we visit on the weekends and stuff. She was supposed to come up, but she was busy with family, and she's like, what are you gonna do this weekend? Because then my family went down south to the southern part of my state, so she's like, what are you gonna do this weekend? I was like, I'm gonna work on content. She's like, that's like 14 days straight working on content. I'm like, I know. She's like, you're not burned out? I said, no, I like this is what I want to do. She's like, all right. But she did know that going in. I vetted when I was courting her. I vetted her. I was like, okay, you have to understand. I want to do this thing with content. I love it. It's the most passionate thing I've been about my entire life. So you got to be into that. She was like, cool. If OT bad, I don't want to be good. Yeah. Some people also like Ubisoft games, so I don't like that people don't disclose they eat Crayola like a sport. Do you think, what if you got a more concise answer from them and they said, I liked old Ubisoft games, would you give them a pass? You're right, Wes, but I'm also like, the growth of my channel is entirely on me. There's no like, so the way I think of it is like, any little break I give myself or breathe for a second, to me, I'm like, okay, but you could be working on, you could be growing your channel, you could be playing this game, you could be script writing, you could be editing. It's like, because it's all on me, there's like such a, I don't know. As of now, it's not like negatively affecting me, I don't think. Yeah, but thin ice. Does Onyx knowing Dragon Breath make sense? Is there something in his etymology that's dragon? Don't brush your teeth through a week, you'll have Dragon Breath too. You saw me from over there? Oh my god. What's up, Alex? Onyx and Steelix in pure form would destroy just a giant rock steel. Ace trainers have ace vision, even in a blizzard. Fair enough, dude. We are getting towards the end game. I'm off to bed. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, Wes. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the help today. Get some rest. Need to find the town. Okay, looks like I go east. Icy Vegeta, have you ever gotten all the masks in Majora's and done Fierce Deity? You haven't played, only watched some content. Gotcha. You've gotten it, Eon? How hard would you say it is to get all the masks? Haven't touched more of the Zelda series. Just time consuming, that's like the worst. I want to do it for the video though. I've never done it before, so. Oh, that's kind of cool. She'll trade you a Haunter so you'll get a Gengar. And a Medicham is just like down the street. That's pretty cool. What do you mean, that Haunter? Is it something like, is it holding an Everstone? Are you serious? You're joking, right? Okay, well now I gotta do it for the video. No, that's not what I meant to do. The masks are hard to get when you know how to get them, but a first time fresh will be wonky, but the power you get from the masks is so sick. Well, look, I'll be perfectly transparent. I'll probably use a guide. I'm sure I'm missing some aspect of, like, it's fun to discover what to do, but at the same time, I have to be realistic and, like, I can't spend weeks doing that for a video, so I'll probably use a guide, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it just the same. Because I'll be honest, and I think this is a critique on myself, not like the game. There's certain aspects of like mysteries or cryptic stuff, especially with older games, that I don't really appreciate. That sometimes feel like a waste of time. I'm not saying Majora's Mask is that. I'm saying that like if I get the sense of like I don't feel like the game gave me a fair shot on where to go, I don't always love that. Like in this game, if I didn't have chat, how would I have known to go back to this like random galactic NPC who at first didn't progress the story at all, but now I have to like backtrack to him 3 towns away because I beat some other random person, and now he is the crux for the story going forward. Like, I wouldn't have known that without chat. So if there's something like that in Majora's, that's gonna piss me off. Trivializing bosses. I have to see this for myself. You are kidding me. I thought you guys were trolling me. Oh my god. Oh, this is... So what were they thinking here? What was the joke here? Oh, I get it. No, I get it. But I'm saying, like, what was the purpose of that? Calling her Mindy the Maniacal. I could have never known. I 100% promise I never knew that was a thing. I never would have expected that's who you're talking about when you said there's a war criminal. That's crazy. I think I loosely heard of that one time, but I didn't know it was this game, and I didn't know it was like a haunter. I've heard of like... I think I've heard before that like, oh, there's this NPC who does an in-game trade where they give you an Everstone so the Pokemon can't evolve. I'm like, oh man. But this was like 10 plus years ago I heard about that. Because I never played this game, I never knew for myself. Release the Haunter? Okay. Be free, friend. And who's taking care of this Psyduck? What is wrong with this town? This whole town, something's going on here. They've got Mindy and they got this lonely Psyduck. I think I swore when it happened. And they got a sailor. I get it might be a port city, but it's gotta be cold as hell up here. You aren't wearing a scarf? Shut up. Wait, what was Snover's, Jolly? I don't think that's good for Snover, because it needs to have good special attack. Right? Because I can teach it like Ice Beam, maybe. Jolly can be great. Ooh, Woodhammer and Ice Shard. Is there another physical? Isn't Avalanche in this game? Maybe I could teach it Avalanche. Hey, Vegeta and Eon. I think I'm gonna cut it short today. I'm pretty tired. I'm gonna play off stream, I think. I'm gonna like lay down, take a nap, maybe play some tonight. Maybe when I'm back on, we'll be like at the Elite Four, be doing post game or something like that. So yeah, thanks for hanging out today. I will see you guys probably tomorrow, maybe.